From closing motorway lanes to clear debris, to helping broken down drivers stay safe at the roadside, Highways England traffic officers have become a vital and very visible part of the country's road network since they were first introduced more than 15 years ago. But ITV News Meridian can reveal there are now far fewer of them on our region's roads than there once were. Figures obtained via a Freedom of Information request show that across the southeast, the number of traffic officers has dropped from 271 in 2015 to 188 this year, a fall of 31%. And in Kent, where they'll play an important role in keeping the traffic moving if there's any Brexit-related disruption, their strength has dropped even more sharply, from 164 in 2015 to 104 now, a fall of 37%. That's ringing alarm bells for some of the county's politicians as the end of the transition period rapidly approaches.
I think it's particularly concerning with such a short time to go. The government have spent millions on advertisements to tell businesses to get ready, but it clearly isn't keeping up its end of the bargain, and we will have traffic chaos in Kent if these officers aren't in place ready to enforce lorry movements across the entirety of the county.
I've spoken to traffic officers based at outstations like this one and in the control room, and they tell me the fall in numbers is having an effect on the number of times they have no units available to send to incidents. And that means more pressure on the traffic police to attend calls that don't necessarily require a police officer. The AA says our findings are incredibly worrying, as more and more of our motorways have their hard shoulders converted into an additional lane.
We certainly have more smart motorways coming on in our regions. Part of the review into that, Highways England committed to hiring more traffic officers, and this seems to be going in completely the wrong direction.
Unions blame the lack of staff on a year-long recruitment freeze at the agency.
Numbers keep going down. I think there is going to be a risk, and with more all-lane running coming in, I think, as I say, there's going to be a need for greater resource. So, yeah, I think it could become a safety worry, yes.
We asked Highways England for an interview, but they declined. In a statement, a spokesperson told us, "We're confident that we have sufficient numbers of officers to help keep traffic flowing in Kent at the end of the transition period and beyond. Our traffic officers will provide a 24/7 service to minimise disruption for people living, travelling and working in the county, and we have robust plans for mitigating any delays in the form of Operation Brock." They're there to help keep us safe and on the move. But there are now calls for more of them to be urgently hired for what could be a very busy year ahead for our region's roads. Bradshaw, ITV News, Maidstone.